Hello, my name is Clarence Brown III, and I'm presenting The Power of Class and How Social Class Shapes Family Life. Today, I want to talk about something that affects millions of families every single day: social class, and how it plays a powerful role in shaping family life. Social class is more than a number on a paycheck. It influences where families live, the schools their children attend, the type of health care they receive, the parenting choices they make, and the opportunities their children will or won't have. Let's take housing, for example. Families with higher incomes can often afford safe neighborhoods with reliable utilities, good schools, parks, and local services. Their homes tend to be more stable, more spacious, and healthier in a healthier environment to grow up in. But low income families may live in areas with high crime, substandard housing, or face a constant fear of eviction. Some are even forced to choose between paying rent or buying groceries. That level of stress does not only impact adults, it also affects the emotional and physical well being of children. The environment a child lives in deeply influences their development, which leads us now to education. We often call education the great equalizer, but in practice, it often highlights the inequality more than it solves it. Teachers in wealthier areas benefit from better funding, more resources, experienced teachers, enrichment programs. These schools prepare students for college and beyond. Meanwhile, in schools in low income neighborhoods may be overcrowded, understaffed, and under resourced. Students might be sharing outdated textbooks or attending class in buildings that are dilapidated and falling apart. This creates an uneven playing field from the start. A child's zip code should never determine the quality of their education, but many families it still does. Social class shapes how parents raise their children, not because one class cares more, but because different resources and stresses lead to different approaches. Research by sociologist Annette Larau explains that middle class and upper class parents often follow a parenting style called concerted cultivation. They enroll their children in organized activities, encourage open dialogue, and prepare their kids to speak confidently to authority figures like teachers or doctors. On the other hand, working class and low income families tend to use a natural growth approach. These children are given more freedom to play and develop on their own. These parents often emphasize respect for adults and independence. Both approaches have value, but society tends to reward the concerted cultivation style. That means some children may be seen as less prepared, not because of who they are, but because how the system is designed. Now let's factor in race and gender. When we factor in race and gender, the important social class becomes even more complicated. And the impact of social class becomes more complicated. Families of color, even those who earn middle class incomes, often have less wealth than families because of generations of discrimination in housing, banking, and employment. Single parents, especially women of color, face even more challenges. Many work long hours and low wage jobs without benefits, while also raising children and managing a household with little support. These intersections create barriers that are hard to overcome even with the strongest determination. So that leads us to, how do we change the system and how do we support that are struggling in the system? So there are programs that help, like Head Start, infants and children, Medicaid, and the child tax credit. These resources provide critical support to families trying to make ends meet. But too often, the systems are underfunded, difficult to access, or surrounded by stigma. Millions of families are left to navigate a confusing and unfair system that does not fully meet their needs. So the question comes to us, what can we do? This is our call for action. We can push fairer policies like a livable minimum wage, affordable child care, paid family leave, and stronger housing protections. We can advocate for education reform so all schools, no matter the neighborhood, have resources to help students succeed. We can challenge our assumptions about poverty and success. We can recognize the strength and resilience that so many families show every single day. Because at the end of the day, a family's value should never be judged by their income, but by their love, their sacrifice, and their hopes for the future. Let's work to get together in society so every family, regardless of social class, has a chance to live with dignity, opportunity, and hope. Thank you.